From a demolition team in California that blew this rockfall to smithereens, and a wild Florida man who refused to let this towing company repo his truck, to a paraglider from Guatemala who flew over a volcano right as it erupted, and a burning building in Mexico that somehow set this passing car on fire. Here are 10 moments you wouldn't believe if not filmed. Guadalupe, Mexico is a large city in the state of Nuevo León. It's part of the Greater Monterrey metropolitan area and only a few miles outside the state capital. On August 20 of 2019, locals in a small shop noticed thick black smoke rising toward the clouds. They began recording a building fire, assuming they were safe since they were so far away. Then out of nowhere, a random vehicle brought the fire much closer to home. No momies. Wait. Thankfully everyone inside the car escaped unharmed. What's unclear is if this car came from the burning building or if it was an unrelated incident. Based on where the building is and where the car is coming from, it's plausible that they traveled all that way without burning themselves. Perhaps there were a few more puddles between our cameraman and the burning building that they used to douse themselves. Unfortunately, a high cartel presence in and around Nuevo León means that these fires may not have been accidental. On August 29 of 2021, Hurricane Ida made landfall in Port Fortune, Louisiana. The Category 4 hurricane was the strongest to hit the Pelican State since Hurricane Katrina. Coincidentally, August 29 was the 16th anniversary of the famous storm. Ida ravaged the Gulf Coast region and spawned a destructive tornado outbreak in the American Northeast. One of those tornadoes, an EF3 with wind speeds upwards of 150 miles per hour, touched down in Mullica Hill, New Jersey, a small town of 4,600 people in Gloucester County. A local man was standing outside with his dog and watching the storm as it formed in the distance. He could see it coming toward them and was ultimately preparing for the inevitable. He and his pup made it into the basement moments before the storm almost deleted his entire neighborhood off the map. This is it. Come on, see, music, come on, downstairs, basement. Let's go, come on. Come on, get out. Stay. Come here, come. Holy, oh my God. According to the National Weather Service, this tornado tracked a 12.6-mile path of destruction through the area. It tore down trees, obliterated power lines, and caused serious damage to several houses. One woman compared the aftermath to a war zone, while another said their whole lives were destroyed in 5 short seconds. Tornadoes are extremely rare in New Jersey. This video goes to show that they can still happen. If you're home when one strikes, the safest place to be is in your basement or a designated safe room. Stay away from the windows and exterior walls, and don't forget your pets, assuming you've got time to grab them. The Whack-A-Mole River is a 140-mile waterway flowing between North and South Carolina. Its upper course through southeastern North Carolina is a slow-moving track through dense swamplands. There's plenty of exotic foliage and wildlife, you just have to be careful of one animal in particular. In mid-July of 2020, Peter Joyce decided to take his kayak out for a relaxing day on the water. He found himself in an area of the Whack-A-Mole that he hadn't explored yet, but something else was lurking in the water that morning, something large and with many sharp teeth. Oh? Thankfully, Peter and his kayak were okay. We never see the alligator again, which is why Peter turned around and paddled as quickly as he could to safety. The last thing he wants is to fall victim to another sneak attack. Now, this wasn't Peter's first encounter with alligators on the Whack-A-Mole, though it was the first time one ever charged him. He thinks he simply chose the wrong time of year to venture through these parts. It was mating season and the gator was probably protecting its babies. Of the situation, he said it gave him a newfound respect for these animals. He plans on going back one day but will be extra cautious this time. Stunt flying dates back to the Wright brothers and their exhibition team, the Wright Flyers. Ever since then, pilots around the world have been pushing their personal planes to the limit. On October 4 of 2023, a South African farmer was loading a new roll of plastic in his automatic cotton pickup when he saw 2 planes approaching in the distance. They were side by side and awfully low, so our farmer decided to pull his phone out and record. He's lucky he did, because nobody would have believed what happened next. From what we can gather, the pilot will clipped the cotton picker and snapped off. It forced him to make an emergency landing in the field about 100 yards.